My name is George Guthrie. I'm a banjo player. I play the banjo for the Bluegrass Journeymen. I also play in Meadow Mountain and Caribou Mountain Collective, two bluegrass bands based out of Colorado. I've always been interested in India. I took a few classes in college on Eastern religion and learned a little bit about the history of the region, and thought it'd be really cool to travel here. And the fact that we could play bluegrass on top of that just made it a perfect fit. I was aware that bluegrass is totally foreign to the people here in India, so I wasn't expecting any kind of positive response to our music at all, and because of that, have been really blown away by the positive response we've gotten from a lot of the audiences here in India. They seem to really like it, and I think we've discovered that there's a lot of common ground between bluegrass and our traditional folk music and some of the folk music here in India. Back in the States, we play for a lot of audiences that are very familiar with bluegrass. They're either huge diehard fans and they know all about it, or they've at least heard it in movies like "Oh Brother, Where Art Thou" or other pop culture references. But over here, people most of the time have never heard it in their life, so we're literally presenting a music that's totally fresh to them, and that's really fun and rewarding. And we've had people come up to us after shows and be totally fascinated by the instruments, and it's just cool to share something that we in some ways take for granted with people who know nothing about it, and hopefully we've left an impact on them. But also, we were super humbled to be witnessing some really amazing Bengali folk music that we had never heard before, and we're so fortunate to see a performance by a band of what I thought were virtuoso Bengali baul musicians, and we're so humbled that they were willing to collaborate with us on some songs, and that was really one of the most fun parts of the trip, is getting to learn about that. We're here to share our music, but we also really want to learn about the music over here and celebrate it and help bring it to a wider audience as well, and because the exchange needs to go both ways. We want to honor their music as well as our own. Because there's so many people over here, you're never really alone in this society, and that forces you to sort of embrace everyone around you, whether they're of a different race, religion, background, and it's been inspiring to see all the people over here live in close proximity to each other in relative peace and harmony, and it's something that I think our culture could benefit from as well. It's sort of an empathy between people of lots of different backgrounds, and it's something I've been really inspired by over here, and hope to take back with me to